Hello everyone, welcome to the Nilesh Technology. So this is the video number 15. In this video we are going to discuss about the form related things like the input box, drop down, checkbox, radio button, like that. Okay, so this is the basic form related video. Okay, and I think in last video we will see the example related to how to toggle the functionality using the use state. I hope you understand this the previous video, and I asked the one interview questions in the last video, like how can we do the toggle functionality using the CSS and jQuery. So the answer is using the CSS we use a button, like a button colon hover, and inside that we use a display colon none functionality. Display none, like hide the whatever you design it, the block is hide using the display colon none. Okay, and using the jQuery we use the $this dot show $this dot hide using that function. Okay, fine. I think you got the answer of that the interview question. So in this video first we'll see the one small example. Let me open to the VS Code. So the project number 15 is ready. I just copy the first tab files in here and hit the npmi. Okay, so let me start the server. Npm start. Yes, inspect console. Yeah, so inside that 15 in that the app.js, let me add a one form. I think I need to restart the VS Code. It's some prettier related error. It's okay, I will check in later. So cd 15 npm start. Okay, inside this form I add here some input type equal to text. Okay, and there is one button, input type equal to submit, to submit the form. So this is the field and this is the submit form. So when I type something and submit, so see this page is render again, the form is submitted. Okay, let me add something here, like enter your name. Okay, just break the line. Then after that I need to add a checkbox, drop down, and radio button. Okay, so for that checkbox, input type equal to checkbox, and like accept terms and condition. Okay, so this checkbox is displayed in here. Let me break this line and add a drop down using the select option. Like the option is first one is that the select options. I just mentioned here the like operating system, like Windows 11, at Mac OS, Linux, So this is the checkbox dropdown. I think radio button is pending. So for that radio button, I just mention here what is your hobby. So input type equal to radio, and for that radio I just pass the label name like cricket, football. These two radio buttons are here. Line break. Okay, so whenever we type something and submit it, that form is submitted and it's refresh again, right? So to avoid this, because we bind all design inside the form, this is the form features actually. Let me add one function like const like a form event. Okay, and inside that, if you want to avoid to re-render this form again, so we need to use the event object as a parameter, and there is one built-in method prevent default. With the help of this method, the form re-rendering will get the stop. Now see what happened now when I submit it. This is the C. This is again a reload. It's submitted and again a reload, right? So when I use this method and inside this form I use the on submit, on that time I need to call this event, call this function, save it. Now see, when I submit, it's not a re-render. See, it's not re-render. Okay, so this is the JavaScript built-in method. So whatever the form event object is passed to here in the function parameter, and with the help of prevent default method, the form re-rendering, or what we say that the form submission and the again page is re-rendering, will get the stop. Okay, now I want to get all these the values one by one. I want to get the value from text field, checkbox, drop down, radio button. So radio button, see the both is get selected because we are not combining these two groups, like name equal to RB and name equal to RB. You can set any name. So if the two radio button have the same name, means that two radio button are under a one group. So see, it's selected either cricket or football. Fine. Okay, let me go to the top and first get the value from that text field. So for example, name comma set name, use state, by default null, and for this the input type equal to text. Okay, I just define here onchange. Okay, on that onchange you can define a separate function as well, or directly use the arrow function. Okay, event is the parameter object. We get the event dot target dot value, whatever you type it, and that value we set using the set name. So what is this meaning? Onchange event is that whenever you type into this the text field, so whatever you type it, so every character is get, okay, and which is set to this name variable. Okay, let's just test it on time of submit. I just test it to print console.log name equal to name. So save it. So for example, I type here technology and I submit. So I get the name equal to technology. We already do those things on some previous video, but the difference is that I create a one separate function, and in here I just without creating any new function, I define the code inside in this curly bracket. Okay, so both things is similar. Just I avoid to write save the number of lines in the program. So this is the event object. We get the e.target.value and set to this the name. So same thing for that, the checkbox, either it's checked or if that the checkbox is checked, then we set the true. If it is unchecked, then we set the false. So for that we define one more state, const like a check, what we say, this is the terms and condition, terms, set terms. Okay, and by default it's false, means that it's uncheck. So when you when the input type equal to checkbox, then on that time here we are gonna define a event onchange. Okay, again we use the arrow function like the e, and with the help of set terms we change the value of that state. So here e dot target dot, it's a checked, it's a check attribute. Okay, it's a checked attribute, e dot target dot checked. If the checkbox is checked, it's true, not checked, it's false. See, let me save it, and I need to print the terms value in here. So see, clear, when I click on it and just pass the hi, submit, hi, terms is true, uncheck, terms is false, again terms is false, check, terms is true. So like that we get the checkbox value. Okay, e dot target dot checked, and if you want to get the value from that field, then e dot target dot value. Okay, so there is some difference. Now let's see about the focus of the select, how to get the value from that drop down. So again this is the operating system. So let me define here OS, set OS. By default is null, and in here on change, when we select the any operating system, Windows 11, Mac or the Linux, then on that time on change, again we use the arrow function and set OS. With the help of set OS we define the value like e dot target dot value, same, but we need to define all the values in here, options. So the first value is blank, because select option is the no value. In here the value is Windows 11, in here value is the Mac OS, so its value is the Linux. Let me save it. So see, refresh, Nilesh, option is Mac, submit. Okay, I think the printing is missing here. OS equal to OS. So clean and submit. OS is Mac OS. Let me change Linux. Select option, no OS. Okay, so like that we get the value from that the drop down. Now let's see the radio button. So what's your hobby? Input type equal to radio, and I just want to set the hobby field in here. Hobby, set hobby. Okay, and by default the hobby is the blank. So inside this radio button I just use the onchange. Okay, and same the event object we set the set hobby, and inside that we get the value e dot target dot value. So what is the value of this the radio button? I need to set the some values as well. So this value is the cricket, and this value is the football. So same here, when we do the change, get the value. Okay, so first value, this is not required, it's automatically came. Okay, fine. So the first radio button value is cricket, the second radio button value is football. When we do the any change, get the value and set to the hobby. Okay, and let me print the hobby in here. Hobby. So save everything, let's test it. First test the hobby. So hobby equal to cricket, hobby equal to football. Yeah. Okay, now I need to test it everything. Nilesh, check, Mac, football. Fine. If this uncheck, false. Cricket, Windows. Yeah, I think it's done. So text field, checkbox, radio button, drop down, mostly these four form component is usable in most of these the form related things, right? So in the ReactJS, how to get the value. So with the help of this video you will get the idea about it. Okay, how to handle the drop down, how to handle the checkbox, how to handle the text field like that, and how to handle the forms as well. Okay, so I hope you guys likes this video. So in the next video we will see the how to do the conditional rendering. Okay, so in this video I will ask the one interview question, like how to disable the input field. I want to disable this input field. How to do that? What are the different way to disable the input field? Please comment your answer and we'll explain these things in next video. Okay, so please like and subscribe this video and see you on next video. Bye. Thank you.